Emily noticed him the second he walked in, not because he looked rich or powerful, but because he looked tired, the kind of tired that went deeper than lack of sleep. The kind of tired she understood too well. He sat at table 9. When she approached him, he forced a small smile. "Rough night?" she asked gently. Nathan blinked, surprised. "Is it that obvious?" "Yeah," she said. "But don't worry. You're in the right place. My specialty is coffee and listening." Something about her warmth caught him off guard. He wasn't used to someone caring without wanting something in return. Emily brought him coffee, and somehow, they ended up talking. About life. About pressure. About doing everything right and still feeling wrong inside. She didn't know she was talking to a CEO. And he didn't want her to know. For the first time in years, he felt normal. Seen. Human. The diner closed late that night, and as she cleaned up, he lingered. "Thank you," he said quietly. "You helped more than you know." Emily shrugged. "Sometimes people just need someone to care. I've had those nights too." He left her a generous tip, but not excessive. Just enough to show he appreciated her without raising questions. And she watched him leave, wondering why a stranger's grateful smile warmed her so deeply. One night turned into many. Nathan began visiting the diner almost every evening. They talked about movies, life goals, heartbreaks, favorite childhood memories. Emily found herself looking forward to his visits, his laugh, his sincerity, the way he listened to her dreams like they mattered. And Nathan, he found himself healing. But life wasn't about to let things stay easy. One rainy evening, a limo pulled up outside the diner. A sharply dressed woman stepped inside, scanning the place until her gaze locked on Nathan. "There you are," she said sharply. "The board meeting is rescheduled. And what are you doing here, in this place?" Emily froze as the pieces clicked together. The way the woman addressed him. The limo. The tone. You're someone important, aren't you?" she whispered. Nathan looked guilty. "Emily, I wanted to tell you." "I did. But I didn't want to lose us." Emily stepped back, hurt. "I wasn't part of your world." "I get it. But lying? You should have trusted me." He reached for her, but she shook her head. "Just go." And he did. Because that's what happens when fear mixes with the truth, hearts break even when they shouldn't. Days passed. Emily avoided watching the news, but it found her anyway. CEO Nathan Carter unveils new innovation. Nathan Carter donates millions to charity. Nathan Carter rumored to be dating high-profile executive. It hurt more than she admitted. Nathan, on the other hand, felt the emptiness again, worse than before. He missed her. He missed her honesty. Her kindness. The way she saw him as a person, not a headline. Finally, he knew he had to fix things. One evening, as Emily finished her shift, she stepped outside and froze. Nathan was standing by the entrance, not in a suit, not surrounded by cameras, but in jeans, holding a small white envelope and looking terrified. "Emily," he said softly. "I'm sorry. I should have trusted you with the truth. You deserve honesty, not secrets." She crossed her arms, unsure. "Why now?" "Because I realized something. I have everything money can buy, except the one thing that made me feel alive again. You." He handed her the envelope. Inside was a letter, not fancy, not corporate, just handwritten words full of sincerity. He apologized for hiding his identity, explained his loneliness, and ended with, "I don't want you to step into my world. I want to build a new one with you." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "I'm not rich. I'm not impressive," she whispered. "I'm just a waitress." "You were never just anything," Nathan said, voice shaking. You're the person who reminded me what being human feels like. She broke into a tearful smile and finally hugged him. And he held her like he'd been waiting a lifetime. Their love didn't magically erase their struggles. Emily still worked hard. Nathan still faced corporate pressure. But they faced everything together, with honesty, respect, and a shared belief that love grows strongest in unlikely places. And years later, when Emily finally opened her own photography studio, funded not by Nathan's wealth but by her own talent and determination, Nathan stood proudly beside her. Not as a CEO. Not as a powerful man. But as the man whose heart she had healed.